There goes the final whistle at Loftus Festival.
Hello. Hi everyone. Hi. Welcome to another review. We had a couple of URC games over the weekend, and I watched a few attentively, but not all of them. Some of them I didn't watch. Some of them I watched the second half. Some of them I watched the first half. But there were a few games that I watched, that really got my interest and my attention. The first one is Bulls versus Leinster. It was played in the Highveld in Pretoria. I really enjoyed this game. I think it was brilliant. The expectations were not. Well, the expectations were met because I did think that it was going to be an entertaining game. I didn't know that the Bulls were going to be very professional because they're a well-drilled side and they're well coached and they're playing at home in the Loftus. So I did think that they were going to come here and dominate this game. The home team started really well. The Bulls started really well, and they were getting a lot of. They were dominating a lot of scrums earlier in the game. They were very direct early on, the first minutes of the game in their attack, taking the ball directly to the line. They were direct, and then they eventually got a penalty to score some 3 points here for themselves, the Bulls.
Papier. Smith. Person. Gain. Low, but nowhere through for the 8th man. Ambrose Papier. Vermaak. Leinster defense tested early on. Steenkamp.
So you get the intent very, very early that they're gonna dominate this side, Leinster side, the Bulls. They proceed to apply a lot of pressure on this Leinster outfit, but the Leinster look very organized early in their defense. They're absorbing, they are stealing some balls on the ground. The first 10 minutes. Apart from conceding those 3 points, they are defending very well. It's a contest.
Quality carry from Harold Foster. Papier onto the same side. Look here, soft hands look for Elric Low. Another carry by the 8th man. Beaten to the ruck. The turnover.
But the pressure is just too much from the Bulls. They are just very direct. Leinster are not handling this very well. And because as a result, Bulls finally scored their first try through one notch. From brute, really. From just being so direct and just coming at them. Coming at Leinster.
Very compressed in the attack here. The Bulls going direct.
Tackle.
And a penalty advantage. Papier onto the right-hand side.
Leinster, with a reply, get an opportunity 5 meters out from the Bulls in goal area boundary, the try line, but they failed to convert this into points because the Bulls are very aggressive in their defense. They're not allowing Leinster to settle, to have any kind of settling or any kind of, when you're attacking, you need some time on the ball. They're not allowing that to happen. The Bulls, they're just coming off the line very aggressively. As you can see, it's a tactic. It's a tactic for this game, and then the Leinster lose the ball from this process, and Bulls hit back again with another try, second try now, to Kelly Arendse. Again, it's power from their forwards and some direct carries and just muscle. That's muscle. Winning the advantage line on the tackles. They get a meter, half a meter on the tackles. Get a meter on contact. Sorry, not the tackles, on the contact. They're getting a meter, half a meter. So it's a forward momentum from the Bulls. So they scored a second try to Kelly Arendse.
Found on that right wing. Vermaak.
There's a wrap.
Seems like some sort of a leading shoulder from Ed Byrne. Onto the short side. Arendse. Creel. There's the break. Turkey Arendse. The magic coming from the fullback and the wing.
By minute 30, Leinster had not created any promising opportunity on attack. Apart from that 5 meter attack they had earlier on, they had not done anything. They had not shown any hunger or any kind of thing to enterprise, to come back into the game. The only opportunity they get, Leinster gets intercepted by Erchlo, the 8th man of the Bulls, to go score through Kelly Arendse. So Erchlo intercepts the ball, and then Kelly Arendse goes on to finish off the try for the Bulls.
McCarthy back onto that short side. The intercept for Erchlo. Low now will go over the halfway. Moody at first receiver. He'll dab through for Stedman Khans and Arendse to chase. Sets up perfectly. Just the Arendse.
So it's not going well for Leinster here now. It's all Bulls in the open play, in the set pieces, in the tackles, in the breakdown. Everywhere it's Bulls. Even when Leinster have a ball, they're just suffocated. They're suffocated. They're suffocating. They are really suffering here because the Bulls are just too physical. They are too physical. You can see they're well prepped for this game, Bulls. The physical domination from the Bulls awards them with another try through Johan Grobler, the hooker, the number 2, from a maul setup. So they set up a maul, and then Johan Grobler, from that maul, they get up. Johan Grobler managed to score a try for the Bulls just before half time.
It's coming through the middle. Out. Callers use it now. Papier, he's short. Presents the ball. Grobler at scrum off now. The pick up and drive by the hooker.
I'd rather say the teams go to half time. The scores are Bulls 31, Leinster 0. So nothing really has happened from Leinster. They're not showing any. There's nothing really. They are really under the pump here. It's not looking good. It's not looking good for them. But I'm thinking, they may, their coach is gonna say something to them, in the sheds, motivate them, say something. But when they return, it's not the case. It's not the case because the Bulls open with another try from Johan Grobler. So Emrys Pape, the one who creates this try, he sees a gap in the Leinster wall there. He sees the gap, and then he just attacks the gap, and then he gives the pass to Johan Grobler, who goes on to score a beautiful try.
And Papier opens up for the scrum off. Emrys Papier to Grobler, the offload. Grobler gets the brace.
I like Johan Grobler, Johan Grobler is a very good player. He's a top hooker. If he was not South African, or playing for other countries, he would really be the starter in their national team. He's a top player. Unfortunately, we have a lot of good hookers in South Africa, so he's really suffering. And also, I think what's also problematic is that he's not a big hooker. So that's why I don't think he's making it to the Springboks, because he's a good player. Yes, he's a good ball player. He's a good hooker. He does all the basics, but at the end of the day, you need that extra muscle. Unfortunately, it doesn't have that. He's a smaller mold of a hooker compared to what other hookers we have in the national setup. I think that's why he can't make it in the Springboks, because he's a smaller hooker than the other ones. But man, he's a good player. He's a top player. He's first class, this guy, Johan Grobler, especially in this game. So the Bulls continue with this domination. Especially in the scrums, they are dominant in the scrums also. So Kenan Moody scores another try it's a high ball. So they are playing. So the Bulls are playing on the other side of the pitch, and then they make a high ball kick inside the 22 of Leinster, and the ball lands right in the in-goal area for Kenan Moody to catch over Kani and then score. Dot the ball down on the in-goal area to score this try.
Deegan, stop on the centre. Kick pass. Moody in the air.
It's a beautiful try again from the Bulls. It's showing confidence and just showing the attitude they have in this game. Kelly Arendse, as I've said, Johan Grobler, Emrys Papier, and Kenan Moody. I forgot someone here. This guy, Stedman Khans, they are all having good game. They are so good, man. These guys, they are very good. Talent is really. There's a lot of talent in South Africa. I won't lie. We have a lot of talent in this country. We have a lot of good players in this country. We have a top talent. You know, this Bulls team doesn't have a Springbok, but these players are just so good. Top class, really. It's really impressive. You know, this is good. Bulls score another try through a Stedman Gans from an open play attack. This play is launched from a scrum. They get a scrum and then they launch this attack, and then this guy, number 13, Stedman Gans finishes this try. You know, is
by Mill. Crescent over the top pass. Creel inside ball for Arendse. Arendse Stedman Gans. The inside support.
A very good player also at 13. Leinster finally scored their first tries through Malcolm. I like Malcolm. He scores a beautiful try here for Leinster to register something.
Deegan sells the dummy, the reach. Can't. The pick up and drive. Michael Mills. Try time. First point. Took them 53 minutes to score the...
But Bulls continue with this domination by scoring their 8th try through Harold Forster. The center, the inside center for the Bulls, number 12.
Tighted. Crescent. Kenan Moody. Moody to Grant. Stedman Grant. Inside ball to Foster. From set phase.
So Leinster starting to look like they're giving up here. I think also because they're in the high field. They are starting to look like their body language changes a bit. They don't look themselves now. The confidence has gone down. They drop the head. They are retreating. The way they are doing, connecting themselves in the field. They're making some mistakes also in their kicks. They do try to attack Leinster, but again the ball gets intercepted by Kenan Moody, who goes to score another post, another try for the Bulls. It's his second try now, Kenan Moody, I think. The Bulls are rampant. They're putting this Leinster side under the sweat here. Very professional from them also, the Bulls. From Leinster, the number 9, Nick McCarthy, I think, is having a decent game. He's showing some quality, Nick McCarthy. But overall, the team is struggling from Leinster. And while I'm watching the TV shows some stats, tackle counts 60 tackles made, 60 tackles made by the Bulls. Leinster have made about 169 tackles. Yeah, that's very much. It's very skewed to one side. It's very skewed towards Leinster. Okay, it's skewed towards Leinster in the tackle count. It's very skewed towards Leinster. It's not good. In a top game like this, you're not supposed to be making... You don't want one side to be making so many tackles while the other one is just coming at them. It takes a toll on you also physically. If you're all just making tackles, your body can only take much in a game. It gets very aching also on your shoulders. It gets very painful also. Tackling is not nice. You're tackling, you have to get up, go to the line again, tackle. It's not nice. It takes a toll also on your aerobics, your fitness also overall in the game. The missed tackles counts, it's 6 to the Bulls, 29 to Leinster. Again, another good stat. It's also very skewed towards Leinster. So Leinster not having a good game for this one. It's not a good game for them. Vimark from Bulls gets a yellow card with 5 minutes to go. Yeah, but this doesn't have an impact on the Bulls because the game ends. There's nothing good that happens after this. The game ends. Bulls 62, Leinster 7. So not a good game from Leinster. Top game from Bulls for this win and showing a lot of professionalism. You know, do not take the gas off the pedal, to continue with the domination and put them to the sweat. Nick McCarthy from Leinster, I liked him. He played well. I like him. He showed some quality there. I think it's number 9, Nick McCarthy. He's a good player. His kicks were good. I was watching him very closely. Johan Grobler from the Bulls was outstanding. His footwork, pace, and carrying were just top notch. He's a very good player, as I've said earlier in this review. Kenan Moody, he did very well. He scored 2 tries. He's a brilliant player, Kenan Moody. They're showing their class, these guys, you know. These are top players. These are very good players. Kelly Arendse was superb also. He showed his class and experience in open play, his defense, his decision making. You know, he's a good player. So well done to the Bulls. Hard luck to Leinster. Yeah, congratulations to the Bulls. Both teams have made the playoffs, so it's good for them. No one really lost anything here. Yeah. Thanks a lot. Enjoy your afternoon.